My name is Yusra.
And I'm Gilbert.
And today we have
The moment you guys all been waiting for. Eat and Talk. Minnesota is finally here, and I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Yusra. And welcome. We're so excited to finally bring this platform to life. We have been waiting for so long to give this introduction to you guys. We've been talking about it. We've been on Instagram for, I think, since the beginning of this year. So we're really excited to introduce ourselves to you guys today. I'll let Gilbert go first and tell him a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Gilbert, like I said, one of the co-hosts for Eat and Talk. This whole platform, we've been waiting to introduce this platform to you guys for a while now. The reason why Yusra and I decided to do a platform called Eat and Talk was just because we felt like there was a lack of platforms out there that would tell individuals doing making a difference in their community, and successful people didn't have a platform to share their story, to inspire other people. I'm a business owner myself, and I've known Yusra for quite some time now, so I was just inspired to start this platform.
Yeah, so me and Gilbert, we've actually worked together in our 9-to-5s for a few years now, and we've always kind of been talking about creating a space for individuals who are making a difference in our community. And what better way to bring people together other than food? Originally, before COVID, our plan was to shoot in restaurants, interview the business owners there, and have the chefs bring out a plate and talk about their food, and then we would have conversations over the food. But due to these certain times that we're in, unfortunately, we can no longer do that. However, we'll still be bringing in those individuals, restaurant owners, chefs, as well as educators, all sorts of different entrepreneurs, people in the health field, and we'll still be talking, hopefully, over some food. So we're really excited. I guess we kind of wanted to start off today by going over like what our mission and value and goals is. So Eat and Talk is working basically to inspire the community through positive influence and amazing food, and to make sure that our communities have a platform for advocacy, education, and resources. We both work in the small business financial industry, and we've seen a lot of people or minorities, specifically Black businesses, who are successful, but who have stories and who have struggled. And we've met businesses who don't know where to start. And so that's kind of like what inspired us. We have amazing resources, but we've never seen a platform that would share these stories to inspire individuals like ourselves. Our vision that we are envisioning is a community where everyone has access to a safe space. So our main thing is just positive energy. We just want to talk. It's going to be very comfortable. And then we are going to kind of go over the things that we serve and provide opportunities for everyone to participate in the missions that we bring to you guys. So our first topic that we're going to go through is our personal opinions of why we think Black businesses struggle to either start their business or continue their business. So I'll let Gilbert start with his input.
Yeah, like Yusra said, this is just, you guys remember, it's our opinion. But this platform is a platform that we want it to be at peace. We want everyone to feel comfortable giving their opinion. So we'll open it to everyone. So always feel free to email us or touch base with us, comment on us if you feel like we said something that didn't sit right with you, and then we'll make sure we address that. But going back to what Yusra said about our first topic of why we think that some Black businesses don't succeed. For me personally, as a business owner and starting businesses too, one thing that I struggled with was the lack of support. that, that we all can, agree on, that some of our lack of support comes from our own friends, our own peers. And then on top of that too, the lack of finances too. And we all know money sometimes can be a problem. So when it comes to you having your own business or starting your own business, and like I said, everything I'm saying is based on example for myself as too, because I also work in the finance industry too, and I've seen people that come with ideas and they want to apply for a loan, and once they are not approved for the loan, they might just, that you might just see the look on their face. It's just a disappointing look because they don't have enough funds to start that business. I don't know, maybe Yusra has other things to touch base on too, but those are like my two biggest reasons why, Black businesses don't succeed, or any other business.
Yeah, I agree. Finance is a big thing, and support definitely. I think the biggest thing that I've noticed is sometimes also lack of knowledge. There are so many resources out there that your bank is not really going to tell you about. Your peers might not specifically share. So you actually have to independently work your ass off and look for certain grants, because as minorities, we always don't come from, most of us don't come from a base income. And I've learned a lot, even as myself being a small business owner. There are some grants out there for people of color, people of certain ages, students, to help you start your business. So you don't have to go into debt exactly yourself. And then also something that we lack, that we've noticed, and we're both in the finance and we struggle with this ourselves, is before you do start a business, actually planning out your budget. What your 1 year plan is, your 5 year plan is, saving income for yourself. That's really important. I think sometimes we struggle. Financial literacy is just something that we struggle, and I notice a lot of us, I wouldn't say necessarily failing, but a lot of us falling behind because of that. And then sometimes the opposite is rushing. I was telling Gilbert, in my culture, a lot of small businesses, they look to make money the fastest way as possible, and sometimes that doesn't always work out. So actually making a plan and being patient, and knowing that sometimes it can take time. We were just talking about how when we started Eat and Talk, when we started talking about it was last year, literally over a year ago. We got our logo, and then after that, it took us over a year to plan, but now we could both say we're confident about our value, or about our mission, and where we're gonna go moving forward with this, and what we want to do.
And I would like to touch base back to, and I know you did highlight the fact of knowledge, patience too. Patience is the biggest one too, because I know in every business we all want to make money as fast as we can, but one thing that Yusra and I came to understand when working on Eat and Talk was that we needed patience. We just needed the right time to get the business off and running. So that's another tip that I can give everyone, is just, if you want to start a business and be successful, just make sure that you're patient, aligned with your business idea, because if you're not patient, your business can, there's things that you can miss along the ways that will make your business not successful as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think the biggest thing that we also have to remember is not giving up. That's probably the biggest thing, is because not all of your family, not all of your friends are going to support you, but you really have to believe in yourself. You have to remind yourself every day when you get up that this is going to be for you, and only you're the one who's going to ensure that you're going to make it. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of obstacles that are going to be thrown at you. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you, no, you can't do it. But you're the one that has to remind yourself, yes, you can do it. It's going to take some time. And there are going to be some failures that you're going to go through. Maybe there's going to be a step that just completely doesn't work out, but that's just going to be a step. At the end, your outcome and what you wanted is still going to happen. It just might take longer, and it might not be the same path that you were taking. You might end up starting with, or you might start your business with a certain person or certain people, and at the end, finish your business with a whole different team than you started in the beginning. So it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but I think people just have to remind yourself you have to go through it. I think we're very passionate people, especially as Black business owners. We feel like we always have something to prove because we've been through a lot in this society, in this nation. We've been through a lot of more downs than ups, and so we're very passionate about everything that we put our heart into. And sometimes that passion, I've watched, can get the best of us, and sometimes it leads us to give up. And so I think Eat and Talk is going to be just a great platform to remind people not to give up and that you can make it. The people that we're going to be interviewing, some of them are already at where they want to be, and some of them have just started. So I'm excited about all of them, but I'm very excited to talk to the people who just started their businesses to see how it's going, because we're going to be talking about these specific topics with them, what their struggles are. So it's going to be really exciting to see what they have planned to talk about. And we're looking forward to basically getting to know you guys.
Yeah, speak for yourself. Like I said, I'm excited about the food aspect of the Eat and Talk part of it. But at the same time, like you said, I'm very, very interested and very excited to meet people that are just starting their business so we can know how far they've come or what they did to, hopefully inspire the next generation. I'll just go back to what you said and what we've said too is patience, how patient they were when they started the business or what they're doing different now. But like I said, we're just excited to have our first guest, which user is going to introduce them to you guys because we're excited.
Yeah, but before we do that, Gilbert, you have your own business and businesses that you've had in the past. So personally, tell me two things. One, what was the hardest part of starting those businesses, and what was the most rewarding part for you?
I think the hardest part of starting, the businesses that I've been part of and I own it was the patience and like coming up with the business plans and like figuring out the finances that go behind it. But for me, the hardest part was just, getting stuff in writing. Because with business, you always have to have a business plan. I think that's where I struggled the most. But one thing I came to understand too is that you can always ask for help when it comes to business plans. And the most rewarding thing is that I just opened my mind for help. Because I think without asking for help, I wouldn't be where I am, or the businesses wouldn't be as successful as they are today.
Yeah, and it's hard to ask for help. It is, like, you really have to put your guard down when you're asking for help. I think that's something we struggle a lot with, is our egos and how to put our guards down and ask certain people for help because we're scared, I think, of not receiving that help. So it's just easier that way. But I agree with you. That's awesome. How about the most rewarding part? What has been the best part of you starting your businesses?
I want to say the money keeps coming, but the most rewarding part is just I can say that I have a business of my own.
Yeah.
I think in life we all grow up, wanting to own a business, but sometimes we just give up on that business because of the other stuff that we talked about in the beginning, the lack of knowledge and the lack of support from your peers and friends. So, but like I said, the most rewarding part is just I can have a conversation. I can sit at the table and know that I bring something to the table as well too.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's awesome. So our first guest that we will be interviewing, his name is Byron J. Franz. I hope I said your last name right. And he is a young chef, independent chef, who has made food for some of the basketball players, professional basketball players, both men and women, NBA, WNBA in this state, and as well as some other professionals. And so we're very excited to hear his story of how he started. And then moving forward, we will introduce the guest after that. But yeah, welcome to Eat and Talk. Thank you guys so much for joining in. We're so excited to finally get this started and have great conversations. We have so much that we're ready to present to you. And then also, we just wanted to point out that Eat and Talk will also be giving back to the community ourselves. We are almost officially in winter. So we're going to be doing some drives for our local shelters here, giving out coats and gloves. And hats and mittens and what we have moving forward. And then we'll let you guys, we'll keep you guys updated about the different fundraisers that we'll be doing moving forward. So yeah, it's all about giving back, eating, talking.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
make sure you subscribe to our, social media pages, Snapchat, Facebook, our YouTube channel, our Instagram page, but most importantly the Snapchat, because I know you guys are all on Snapchat nowadays. So we look forward to sharing our journey with you guys. And like I said, Yusra and I were super excited about our next guest that we're about to interview. And me, like I said in the beginning, I'm excited for the food. So I can't wait for this chef.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. So thank you guys so much. And then also, all of our episodes, we are going to be shouting out 5 businesses, maybe even more. So let me just pull that up here. So we wanted to shout out Afro Deli, Breakfast Bar, Soul Bowl, Nashville Coop, and Chicks. And those are all located in Minnesota. Except I think Nashville Coop, they are a food truck, and they are located both in LA and Minnesota, who is owned by one of my very good friends and his brother. So we'll be providing their social medias as well, and giving you guys more details about them, and hopefully you guys will see them on our channel.
Thank you, Yusra.
Yep, thank you guys.